Welcome, welcome, welcome back to another episode of the Ian Fritz Show. It's the end of the series, guys. It's the end of the worst things in college football series. It's been a fun one. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully, you have. The worst thing about college football is the NCAA. Let's get into it.
Whoa, he has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State's Jalen Watts Jackson, and he scores on the last play of the game. Unbelievable.
35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal.
The NCAA, they're the worst thing about college football. And I'm probably getting applause, so I paused there for a second. You're probably clapping in your living room, your bedroom, wherever you're watching this, in the car, on the way home from work, on the way to work. You're probably clapping right now because I'm saying it. Everybody's saying it. The NCAA does nothing but hinder the growth of college football. It does nothing but hurt the sport in general. It does nothing but hurt college athletics, college players. The NCAA is just shooting down the growth. Okay. Now, why are they shooting down the growth? Why are they an issue? Some of you may not even know. Some of you may not even know. And if you don't, that's why we're here. That's why we're here to talk about the worst thing in college football, the NCAA, NCAA, whatever you want to call them. They're horrible. Okay. Now, just going to start with it. See reasons or see number 10 through number 2 on worst things in college football list that we just went through these videos. Okay. See those things. The NCAA has their grimy little hands, those dirty little paws of theirs, all over the worst aspects of college football. They set up the schedule, they set up the calendar, they come up with the transfer portal, not regulating it. Regulating it. What do we do with it? I don't know. I don't know. What do we do? I'm the NCAA. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. They come up with the championship game being on a Saturday, being played in all these concrete jungles at these NFL stadiums. They come up with the playoff system. They let the conferences do whatever they want with their officials. You can have your own officials. You can have your own officials. We're not going to regulate any of that. They changed the overtime rules. The point is, the NCAA, they are at the center of all the issues with college football. And if you're at the center of all the issues with college football, you deserve to be number one on the list. You deserve this prize. It's a prized possession to be number one on this list. There's some bad things on this list. There's some aspects of college football that need to be changed mightily, but none need to be changed more than getting rid of the NCAA. The NCAA needs to be blown up, start from scratch, bulldoze it over. I don't know where their headquarters are. Dallas, maybe? We'll get rid of them. Just run them right over. I think they might be in Indianapolis. I'm not sure. If some of you know, let me know and we can go there. We're not going to actually blow it up. We're not going to actually bulldoze it over, but we can write them a nicely worded letter. That probably won't do it. Now, this was a scandal last year with Tez Walker, a player for North Carolina, wide receiver. He had transferred from his first school that he went to college to, right out of high school. He transferred from that school. He played there, transferred from that school to another school. Never played at the second school, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere else. North Carolina, that's where I'm gonna go. Transferred from that second school to North Carolina. And the NCAA was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not under our watch. You cannot do that, Tez Walker. You cannot play for North Carolina right after you just transferred twice. You can't do that. Not we're not letting you do that. That is outrageous that you want to do that after playing at only one school. No, 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 no. You have to sit out a year. You have to sit out a year. Tez Walker's looking at everybody. I've only played at one school though, NCAA. Let me play. Let me play. And the whole world, whole country is like, let him play. Let him play. This isn't a big deal. Let him play football. NCAA is like, no, no, no. No, no, no. We're dumb and we want to look bad. So we're gonna make him sit out a year. That's how we do it in the NCAA. We want to look bad. We want to look like idiots. We want to look like fools. We're gonna make Tez Walker sit out a year. And it became such a big story that the NCAA, they got pushed over during the season and they came out and said, you know what? We didn't make a mistake. You made a mistake, Tez Walker. You made a mistake, North Carolina. There was something wrong with your paperwork, and we've got it figured out now. You can play. You can play the rest of the season. The audacity of the NCAA, the audacity to say it wasn't our fault, it was your fault. It was your fault. While everybody else outside of that little bubble they live in knows that no, 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 it was the NCAA's fault. It was the NCAA's fault. Nothing wrong with Tez Walker, North Carolina. They did what they needed to do. This was the NCAA's fault. And it was a travesty. He only got to play half a season, probably hindered his draft stock coming up this year. So the NCAA, they don't care. They don't care what they do. They don't care about the college player. They're supposed to be for the college player. That's what they're supposed to be there for. They don't care about the college player at all in any sport. They're a bunch of losers standing in their little palace they have, wherever it is, Dallas, Indianapolis, wherever it is. They're standing in their little palace and they're like, how can we ruin college sports today? That's what they're doing. They're on their whiteboard. Okay, we did this yesterday. We ruined Tez Walker for a few months. What who can we do? Who can we mess up now? Jim Harbaugh? He bought a burger for a guy. He bought a burger for a college recruit, high school recruit. Excuse me. You know what? Suspend him. Let's get him. Let's hammer home Jim Harbaugh buying a burger for a guy. Let's get rid of that. We can't have that happen in college athletics. We can't have guys play at a school where a coach bought him a burger. We can't have that happen. That is absolutely nonsense. You know what? We're gonna go after Tennessee again. We're gonna go after Tennessee for all these NIL violations. Nico Yamalave, he come from California. No way he's coming from California to go play at Tennessee. No way. There had to be some money things going on in the NIL world for Tennessee to land that guy. We're going to go after him hard. We're going to go after him hard. Meanwhile, everybody else in the country is like, what about all these other teams that are doing the exact same thing Tennessee is doing? What? And credit Tennessee, their AD came out and was like, what? NCAA, you're a joke. Called him a joke. This is absolute travesty what you're doing coming after us. You have no means, switch the rules up on us left and right and expecting us to follow, but then you're only coming after one team for it, one school, one organization, one institution for it. Makes absolutely no sense. They're supposed to be the law enforcement of college football. They come up with these rules. They're supposed to enforce them. However, they come up with these rules, then they change them, and they're like, "You didn't follow that right after we changed it, although you already had this in place." So, boom, violation. Fine. This guy can't play. You can't coach. Crumbles the organization, crumbles the school. When in reality, the thing that should be crumbling is the NCAA. Everything about the NCAA is horrible. Everything they touch turns to rubble, except for the NCAA tournament in men's basketball. Although they're about to turn it to rubble by expanding it. Side note there. So, yeah, point still stands. Everything they touch turns to absolute garbage. Okay? Cracking down on coaches buying burgers. Yeah, that's the issue we need to be tackling as the NCAA. Not allowing recruits to post pictures on visits, not allowing teams to post pictures of recruits on visits. Why? Why not? Well, we don't want them to look like they're having too good of a time. That's exactly what we want them to have. Okay? That's a horrible idea. They don't know how to deal with the bigger issues of college football. They don't know how to deal with the calendar. They don't know how to deal with the transfer portal, NIL. Those things, those are the issues the NCAA needs to be looking at. Those are the issues the NCAA needs to be talking about and getting after. Instead, they're going after Jim Harbaugh buying burgers. They're going after Tennessee for doing what every other school is doing. But they're not doing it in a manner that makes them look good, that makes them look like they're doing their jobs. They're doing it in a shady, terrible manner. It's horrible. It's horrible look. Now, you're thinking to yourself, Ian, what are we gonna do? What the NCAA? That's synonymous with college football. That's synonymous with college sports. And it's easy. It's easy. How do we fix this? How do we fix the NCAA ruining literally everything they touch? We abolish it. We run them over with a bulldozer. We blow them up. NCAA should never touch college football again. They shouldn't have their say in anything. Get rid of that organization. I don't care who comes in, but I know for a fact once we get rid of the NCAA, that's the first step in the right direction for the growth of college football. You just get rid of them. You just remove them and not replace them with anybody. We're better already. We're already better in college football if you just remove the NCAA. I don't care who we replace them with, just get rid of them. We're already better off because that's how bad they've been. I don't care what we do, but we've got to have an organization come in and run the sport in a manner that promotes the growth of college football, that promotes the growth of these players, of these athletes, while also tackling the biggest issues, the transfer portal, the NIL issues. We've got to have that organization focus on those things and not these minor, minute issues like Tez Walker and Jim Harbaugh selling burgers. Take away the NCAA. We're already moving in the right direction, and then we can tackle these issues on this list. Thank you guys for watching. That concludes the series for the top 10 worst things in college football. I hope you enjoyed it. We have some fun videos planned in these next couple weeks, and I can't wait to talk about them. Can't wait to get to them. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you haven't shown somebody this video today, show them this video. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, he has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State's Jalen Jackson, and he scores on the last play of the game. Unbelievable.
35-40, 45-50,